Welcome back. Now that you know what functions are and why they're important, it's time to create your very first function. We'll walk through it together step by step. We're going to build an age calculator. We'll create a function that asks the user's birth year and tells them how old they are. It's simple, but it shows exactly how functions can organize and simplify your code. Let's jump straight into it. First and foremost, we have to create our function. We start off with the def keyword for define, and because we're trying to calculate the age of our user, it makes sense to call this function something like calculate age. This function should take an argument of the birth year of our user and be set as a parameter within our definition. Afterwards, we should also take into account the current year that we are on. Now, we could make it where we can pass in the year as an argument as well, but for now, we'll hard code this and pass in the current year and set it to 2025. After we have the birth year and the current year, to receive the age, we have to know the difference between both dates. So we'll create a new variable called age, which is going to be set to current year minus birth year. Now, I know we are not taking months or days into consideration, but we'll keep it simple. Then to finish this off, all we have to do is return age. Before we add any more complexity to our code, let's attempt to use this. If I try to use the function of calculate age, and I pass in a random number of, let's say, 2000, and I run this, I see that I get code executed successfully, but no output. Well, why is that? Well, that's because although I'm returning my age, at no point in my code am I actually printing out my output. I run it on line 6 and it does return the age, but it's not being printed out. In the last module, before returning it, I printed out the result of A and B within my add function. Here, I'm not printing it out within my function. So I could, if I wanted to, I could print it out within my function, but this function should not be printed out every single time it runs. If I want to print it out only when I need to, I can wrap the function within a print statement. That way, when this function runs and returns something, it's going to return the age and print out the age. And I run this and I see that the age is 25. So far, the define calculate age and birth year defines a function that takes a birth year as a parameter. The current year minus the birth year calculates the age, and the return age sends the result back to where the function was called. Now let's add more to our code. Let's see how we can actually use this function in a real scenario. Ideally, I should be able to ask a user for their birth year. This shouldn't be something that I predefine. So I can create a function called user birth year, or really I'll create a variable that's going to request input from the user using the input function. So we'll take input and we'll tell our user to enter your birth year. Now, before I move forward, I should take note that my function, it subtracts the birth year from the current year. So it's doing some form of arithmetic. And because it's using some form of arithmetic, I need to take into consideration that the result of the input method is going to return to me a string. And with that logic, I need to ensure that I typecast this using the int wrapper to convert it from a string to an integer. So now whatever input the user gives me for their birth year, it should be an integer. I can then create a variable called user age that's going to hold the result of what returns back from my function. So this variable is going to run the calculate age function, and instead of passing like I did earlier the 2000, I can just pass in user birth year, which should be the result of whatever my user gives me. Finally, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to print out a formatted string and say you are, I'll pass in the user age as a value, years owed. Now when I run this, I get prompted with the input for the birth year. I'll add 2000 And I see here that I get my message of you are 25 years old. To recap, the input message gets the user's birth year. We convert it into an integer using the input method. We calculate the age from the function that we created earlier, and we store the result in the user age. We print the result with a nice message using an F string, a interpolated string. Now, let's add a little enhancement to our function. As it stands, we don't have other things to take into consideration. Like what happens if the birth year is greater than the current year? There's many different things that could go wrong with our code. So let's return back to our calculate age and add some additional functionality. We can use conditional statements to take care of all these possible scenarios. We can say if birth year is greater than current year, well then we should return you haven't been born yet. And then, and only then, should we actually attempt to use math within our function. So we can use an else statement to say age is equal to current year minus the birth year, and then return age. That way we don't get any unexpected results. This adds a check to make sure the birth year isn't in the future, and if it is, we return a friendly message instead of a weird negative number. When I run this, if I attempt to do something like 2030, I see here that you haven't been born years old. We still get the weird formatted message. But as you can see, it's not giving us exactly what we expected. It won't actually return to us the expected age. If anything, we can add an additional step here where we can check if the number that we passed in into our function actually returns a number. We could say something like if user age is alphanumeric, we could check if the type of user age is equal to an integer. There's different other built-in methods we can check that would only run the print statement in the event we don't get the expected output. To recap, you define the function, you pass the parameter into the function, you return the value from the function, and you use the result in your program. For an optional stretch goal, try modifying the function to also tell the user how old they'll be in 10 years. Try calling both functions and showing both results. Conclusion. You just built your very first real function. You passed information in, did some calculations, and returned results. In the next video, we're going to level up. We'll go back to our to-do list and contact book projects. We're going to refactor them using our functions. This is how real software engineers work, clean, reusable code. Great work today. Get ready to see how much easier your code can be with function. I'll see you in the next lesson.